Now, going over to the political part podcast, you have an FBI agent with a nose ring saying, "Oh no, there's no terrorism here," even though there's an ISIS flag and 10 plus people dead. Yeah, interesting how leftists change definitions to suit their needs. Now, this comes from thanks to Benny Johnson on the good old X. He says, quote, "Hold up. An FBI agent with a nose ring who can barely speak coherent English sentences told the media that a terrorist driving a truck with an ISIS flag killing 10 Americans is not a terrorist attack. Seriously, listen to this. We need Cash Patel now," which, yeah, we desperately do. Also, in terms of looking rudimentary, she's wearing some type of, I guess she's wearing a jacket or something like that. Yeah, something about nose rings that just make your IQ look like it's gone down by 10 points or more. Now, I guess it's not as bad as it could be. She doesn't have the cow ring like most leftists do, which, again, I also have a conspiracy theory. I can't think someone does not want the human race to reproduce. He's pushing the idea to these young gals and these gals in general, saying, "Yeah, you should wear this cow ring. Guys love it." I mean, if for the ladies listening out here, no, 99.999% of us do not. Quite the antithesis. It's one of the biggest turnoffs after having short blue or pink hair, or just voting for Kamala. But yeah, without further ado, let's hear what this really. Maybe she'll surprise us with her brilliance and eloquence. No, she won't. But we'll go ahead.
Patrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found, and we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street, specifically from Canal Street to St. Anne. That is my ask. Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on. Our goal is to provide you additional information at the 11 a.m. press conference. Kirkpatrick.
Now, what she was saying was mostly mentally vacuous. I agree. I'm not sure I'm gonna. In terms of her being barely able to, Benny says how she can barely speak coherent English. I'm not going to be able to critique her too much on that ground. I don't have much ground to stand on. If you're a reoccurring listener, I especially appreciate you taking the time to tune in. But my speaking aptitudes, I have a theory. When I first started the show, no subscribers, but more subscribers, I'd be able to speak a little bit better. But I still have a lot of room for improvement. Even though I've been on camera every day for over a year, I still usually speak way too fast. I mean, don't enunciate enough. And I mean, even though this is one of my careers, I still have a lot of room for improvement. So I'm not, and especially, I mean, in her everyday job, I'm guessing she's not facing. I don't think she's probably in front of the camera every single day. And she's probably, it's a traumatic event that's happened. So I understand she's probably nervous. So I'm not going to critique her too much on her speaking blunders because Lord knows I have plenty of them. It's the number one critique I get in my videos is to work on that, and I will. I appreciate the feedback. So that I'm not going to critique her too much for. But yeah, having the nose ring and saying, "Oh yeah, F minus for what's it say, fashion." But in all seriousness, saying it's not a terrorism attack. I mean, there's a reason I think about 10 people in the United States still trust the FBI or the Secret Service for that matter. The real question I think are they corrupt or inept or both? Either way, it's quite concerning. But they went pretty viral. Got 13.8 million views as well as 131,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Gunther Eagleman, who says, quote, "An example of failures of DEI hiring gained 1.8 thousand likes," which, spoiler, yeah, FBI has been putting a lot of resource allocation into recruiting not the best, but actually discriminating against white folks and going after minorities for their DEI programs, which inherently mean you won't get the best because, again, you're discriminating by excluding a whole group of prospective new hires, which I always tell people, I own a small businesses. I always tell folks the best way to build a business, accept every single resume and hire the best man for their job. Again, you shouldn't discriminate like these folks are doing and saying, "Oh no, we're full here." You also have Livercat Media TM saying, quote, "Sounds about right," and also nobody trusts the FBI. You have Hunter Biden standing with the FBI gal and looking at a conspiracy board with just pictures of Hunter Biden inebriated and with promiscuous women. Says, "See anything?" And the FBI gal goes, "Nope, not yet." They have 1.7 thousand likes. And thanks to Joe Biden, I mean, Hunter will never be prosecuted for any of his illegal activities. He's got a blanket pardon over everything he's done in the past decade. Insane. Paul Zupa says, quote, "She's not fit to serve," getting 383 likes. Cash Loren says, "DEI gets people killed," getting 263 likes. Monday Night Raw, that's kind of cute. They do have an emoji of a dinosaur. And quote, "If you didn't know better, you'd think that the FBI chose this person the public would feel at least comfortable in criticizing to make the statement, getting 343 likes. Florida 1 says, quote, when somebody kills 10 people, terrorist attack. Does the FBI not teach this in the schooling? Getting 1.3 thousand likes. It depends on their framing, too. I remember the FBI called parents who went to public teacher conferences terrorists because they were showing up to say, why are you putting these perverted books in these schools? These books that had illustrations on sexual acts for children in elementary school. The government called the parents terrorists. But again, they're showing up in these meetings to peacefully protest and let their voices be heard. They're speaking, well, a lot more articulately than I can, but they weren't being violent or bombastic in any way. I believe one father increased the tone, his volume of his voice, but they were not threatening anyone there. Yet, never forget, the FBI called those parents terrorists. That's how the FBI, look at the resource allocation of the FBI. They also arrest fathers who pray outside of abortion clinics. They actually arrested a father at gunpoint without a warrant, and they had 6 vehicles of armed FBI goons go to this guy's house, arrest him at gunpoint in front of his wife and kids, and tore him out of the family house. That's what the FBI goes after. That's who they consider terrorist. Again, I'm not surprised they're not calling this a terrorist incident. They also have Shoe Time say, quote, we need Cash Patel now. And it got 330 likes. Oh, this is too funny. This takes me back to the old days. Was it the 90s? It's the A7. Oh, wow. It is a brilliant idea of getting payments up front all at once if you're injured in any way. And of course, they would take a commission for that, so you didn't have to wait every month for your money. And they made a parody of it. And I think people still remember this. J.G. Wentworth. So Patriot Sun says, another example of a inept DEI hire in the FBI. Time for a complete overhaul FBI and many other agencies. It says, it's got the orchestra, the singer says, I effed up the government and I need cash now. It says 877 cash now. Which, again, brilliant marketing. That jingle still sticks in my head to this day. It's like, have you been injured? Oh, I'll go for it. Have you been injured and you need cash now? Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. Which, yeah, it's brilliant marketing. Decade plus later, still remember that. And that only got 55 likes. I mean, I think that should get 56 likes at least. I'll give them a like there. But yeah, that was a brilliant marketing campaign way back when. We also have Transcendee saying, quote, literally a slap in the face of American faces as we witness the tragedy unfold for them to speak in such an abhorrent nonsense. This is a cover-up event to purposely hide our intentions or negligence. Sign the FBI failing insane bureau. Getting 100 likes, which, yeah, that might be a fun poll I do on the YouTube. Just ask, what rating would you give the FBI? You know, A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, there's no E, but an F minus rating in terms of their in terms of their competencies and or corruption. Like overall, what kind of grade would you give them? I also have Shady Groove saying, well, it's the Simpsons meme where the kids are saying, Bart, say the line, and say the line, and Bart has the FBI hat that says, he was on our radar. And I'll go, yay! 949 likes, which, yep, they always seem to be, quote unquote, on the radar. A lot more memes about DEI. All the DEI candidates that the government has hired throughout the years. So, yeah. Let me know. And again, this literally was an ISIS flag because you got people posting that picture. Let me know in the comments. Do you think, I mean, you had 10 plus people killed. I'll do one more. Somebody did a close up of her nose ring. Ugh. Billy Bob says this is a special agent facing Pierce booger strangling, lesbian woke dreadhead DEI hire. The FBI needs to be gutted or dismantled completely. How is anyone supposed to take someone like this serious? Her appearance and looks do matter, but his grammar does not, because he just says does matter. Or am I in the wrong there? Again, I know some gals have dreadlocks. I don't know if that's a fashion faux pas or considered unprofessional these days. But yeah, that nose ring, man, those things are so weird. I don't know why gals do them. Got 473 likes for that. But let me know in the comments. Do you think the FBI is just corrupt, inept, or maybe a little column A, a little column B? Let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.